always losing guns. All these guys holding out this line doesn't last forever, and excellent, these guys are cut off. And they shall be eliminated because they got no route to their capital. Which is probably the reason. Don't do that when you can just cut them off, please. And then they have a very bad time. But so do you, because you just can't take them on. This isn't going to be going anywhere good. Let's just keep working on the Koreans. Jake, lazy nuke. That's okay. I'm going to be building up a bit of a stockpile when it comes to nukes now. And that's just how I want it. Oh, I need so many more military police divisions. These places are just going to be going up in flames. I hope people can't sabotage my nuclear facilities. That would be a real bummer. And what else is a bummer is not being able to completely cut these guys off unless I take this. I guess I could take that. It's an acceptable outcome. Just gotta keep those guys busy though. Come now, keep on working this. I know you're trying to keep that one suppressed. That's all right. Good. Phew. Man, it was hard fought, but like 10 years after we'd planned, we managed to grab China. Very soon these guys will all be starved. The Gulf of weak and starving veterans. Just push where the enemy has no organization. Can't say I expected resistance here, but I should be able to plow through it. They still have supply, Jake. They are connected to their capital. What, these guys? They are Soviets. They are not connected to their capital. They're connected to their little guy's capital, but that's not good enough. Probably. This isn't so good either. I should be focusing on one or the other. Instead, what I'm getting is a whole load of not very effective here. Here's an idea. Just ruin their day. So I don't know why the enemies let up on the whole aerial superiority thing. It's probably because they have much bigger fish to fry over in northern France. Oh, okay. Not so happy at the monstrous amount of casualties I've taken, but at least the whole pinning down of the Soviet Union forces after the Chinese capitulation has made my life a lot easier. Are they still trying to hold this? I'd like to keep hoping that they aren't. They're almost starved. Trying to keep pushing here and there. What I'm also going to do is just give these guys a general plan to push Push where? Why here? I mean, I can't see any way that this could fail. Except, you know, every way. But that would be a much easier line to defend and to push with than this higgledy-piggledy mess of many nations. Jake, you scraping the barrel yet? Actually, I eased off on my recruitment laws recently. You have 70%, so... I'm not even sure who you guys come under. Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Oh yeah, you guys are down and out. If not... Okay, no, as soon as I take Busan, you guys are down. No more need to worry about you, and everybody else just gets cut off. This is not the place to be for my trucks. Great news. The cowardly Korean nation could no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming presence of Bhutanese forces throughout the country. Korean government chose to flee. Damn right they did. Let's keep these guys pinned down because I don't want them going anywhere. Same with these ones. My units are already on top of that. Wait a second, did the Democratic People's Republic of Korea have the Korean flag? That's what they got. As well as, who's in charge? Kim Sung II. Now with the Allies involved, I don't have to worry about naval invasions, and that's my kind of news. I mean, sure, you can try to break away from here, but that's not going to work for you. You do have supply, which is sad news for me, but you're still not going to take me down. Oh, but you guys are dead. This is still a bit of a concern. I want this guy down. Ruler is still only skill 6, but he's become a trickster. And I believe I use recon. Yeah, I use recon, so I do get a bit of reconnaissance. Means I can use better tactics in battle. Did they push me back? I'm almost impressed. But that was a tragic mistake for them to make. Czechoslovakia Union has capitulated. I'm a little worried at how fast they're advancing through Europe. Because if they beat me to Moscow, which they will, because I've got a lot longer a way to go, they're beating down Turkey as well. And all this got taken away from me. Kinda to be expected. I let all this go in exchange for China. I still think it was a good trade-off. Okay, everyone is exhausted, but we still need to push. Because I want all of Korea for myself. All that's thine shall be mine. Okay, these guys are toasted, really. Don't think they'll be surviving this. If we take all that, that'll remove that need for defense. Having learnt from the Great War, the British will not underestimate the strategic value of the Benelux region and the potential risks of an enemy country's influence there. The British Parliament has debated the possibility of a military intervention. Why? Okay, no, I see that one. Winston Churchill, several decisive arguments were delivered before it was decided the rest of the debate should be conducted in closed chambers. Will they really chance an intervention? I think that gives them a war goal over there, but I doubt they'll take it since they are involved in a war together. Still could be interesting times if they decide to go for the Benelux. Help them out there because I want this front destroyed. Speaking of destroyed, good to see you're gone. Everybody else is getting on here. I still want them cut off one way or t'other. I'll have you guys do this, and that should help us out in cutting them off. It's not like they have a port, it's just that they have access or supply coming in from here. Oh, and finally, I've solved my lack of, or at least most of my lack of infantry equipment. Although we are producing a ton of those every day. Ma is down. The rest of them shall go as we continue to converge on them. And then my own battle lines get severely cut down. Just the best news. And I think this is because the Soviets are having to pull back and deal with the European front. Your lack of anti-tank is painful, Jake. I know, Tandy. But damn it, I have very little leeway in what I can be producing right now. Yeah, I severely lack a heart attack. When it comes to dealing with these guys, Okay, actually what you guys can now do is hold. H to hold. Because they're cut off now. They can't do jack. And what I can also do... what can I do? I can delete this order and instead only have like 5 of them hold the defensive line here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, grab one more and tell them to get on it. That's 1 apiece. Whereas the rest of you... I don't know, I want the rest of these guys driven out. And then I focus more on the Soviet Union proper. I'd love to start pushing this line, but my units are too weak to do so. For now, a little bit more pushing in the right places, and I think they could do it. How would this plan even pan out? Oh, if that would work, that would be so beautiful. I doubt it would, but it might. Actually, he says it's risky because some divisions are not in position, but once they were, like these guys that are standing around smelling their own farts, I think we'd have something good here. Even the music is sounding jolly enough for me to want to try it. Now I said I thought I cornered these guys off, but is that really the case? They're tanks, they should be needing quite a bit. Yeah, I cut them off alright. Jake, go for it. What's the worst that could happen? The worst, you say? I don't fear the worst. Still, though, I would like people to be in position. I don't want this front to change. Well, with the exception of taking this. Actually, quite a lot of this has gone to you guys, right? The Chinese People's Republic. Another French tech slot. I'm not interested in getting my synthetics whatsoever. I have researched all of this that I care. Well, I don't think I really care about any of this. Radar stations? Nah. I'll just steal other people's radar. I would like to start getting some heavy fighters. Jings, is it too much to ask? Amazingly, these guys are ready. Ready to rock and to roll. Okay, well, please do. You guys will join up here and be added to this plan. Find your new home, don't eat into supply too much, and get ready to rock and roll. Excellent, these guys are now starved. They will slowly build up attrition, they will become useless, and then I'll wipe them out. Jake, who is in this war, by the way? It's me versus the Comintern. This is the Comintern. Comintern used to include all of China as well, so I like to think we've pushed all right. Except the Allies are also involved in this, and I don't like the way the British Raj are being pushed here. Well, actually, the British Raj are pushing, but I still don't like it. Anybody that gets too close to Bukhara is something that's going to capitulate me. If I was playing against humans, they would just need to throw like 12 paratroopers here and attack me, and I would die. But I'm not playing against humans. We are stronger, he says. Somebody is taking this, correct? Good. Oh, they know they're being pushed. It's very risky, but damn it, I'm going to push. Once these guys are in position, which shouldn't take too much longer since they are using my recently rebuilt infrastructure. Actually, this is where the infrastructure is rebuilt, which is not the right place to have it anymore. This is where I need it, and here. Okay, it's good enough. Level 7 infrastructure in Tibet. Or Shikang. Jake, when you wipe stack, do they lose both manpower and equipment? Yes. You mean when you overrun a division, right? I went at this from the wrong end. I should have started here and worked down, but I was impatient. Good. Come on, lads, get into position. I'm not even sure the rest of you need to get in position. There are plenty of you that currently are. And those that are... well, I don't really think they have much in the way of planning bonus, do they? Yeah, too many of them have been moving around to really get any planning bonus. I'm tempted to push the button anyway. A lot of these guys are starved, even their tanks. Let's just do it. Let's just do it, he said. Oh. Unable to find a valid... oh, right. Oh, ooh, oh. Ooh. There's a lot of reasons that this is pretty poor. Didn't realize I had you guys there getting cut off. That's right, this line used to go up here, didn't it? Alright, well, time to save them. In the meantime, let's cancel that plan. I could turn this back on the enemy and actually be the one to cut them off. Potentially. I still want this plan to go forward, so don't dilly-dally on that too much. We pushed them out. These guys are still going to be slowly starved. I don't think they're going to make too much of an attack on us here, oddly enough. might as well do it since it's fast. I could do with some close air support for a change. Still not convinced that this is going to be enough to deal. Okay, well, I'll deploy them anyway. And I still want more though. So you're going to be part of soft touch. And anywhere that I have resistance, you need to take care of it. It's not the most exciting thing, putting you guys around. Okay, so I need like twice as many divisions in these places. 3 times even. James, that's a lot. Oh well, it is what it is. Where do we have them again? Okay. Taking care of the Chinese is very important because there is, well, a lot of manpower to be had here. A lot of factories to be had here. A lot of resources to be had here. Just a lot of everything. And I can sort out more of you in the future. Alright, these guys would probably die if I marched in on them. But the longer I wait, the more they're going to lose org anyway, so I can just sit back and watch them die. Which is wonderful for me. Jake, why not just use Garrison? Garrison doesn't actually go by states. Oh sweet, we managed to push through here, which is rather nice. Which means I can take you, grab our plan, say it focuses from here, and try it. Now this may or may not go very well. In fact, all the red I'm seeing is implying that it perhaps won't. But we're going to chew our way through the Soviet Union and their cronies. It's very nice because I'm seeing that the Allies are liberating Afghanistan to the Union of Red Dragons. They understand that we are the good guy in all of this. Well, I can speed this up a bit. Come on, Union of Red Dragons, push. I didn't give you a gun, some artillery, and basic training for nothing. Or let's see what happens if I do converge on these guys. Ah, they're not gonna last. Low supply is such a hit to everything. Them breaking my my tactics, not so nice, but I will break the Soviet Union. First by breaking their peons. And then everything else. This is not a great attack plan for you guys, is it? Don't worry, numbers will save you. Another one bites dust. So what's happening in Europe? Because that's a curious one for me. I never expected that the Germans would have put up much resistance, since they were a relatively new government. They'd yet to erect much of an army. Republican Italy, well, for once in their life, Italy have chosen the correct side in a war. But I wonder how long the Soviet meat shield will last here. The Turks ain't lasting, man. I fought for Turkey, and the Greeks are going to end up getting it. Do you have any idea how much that disgusts me? Quite a lot. Let's not allow this pocket to exist. It's only going to chew up units. And hey, I can finally get some better mechanized. Germany melted, damn right. Bleeding manpower almost as fast as I did attacking the bayonet line, Jake. That's okay, I have manpower to bleed. Besides, it's getting sucked into these guys. My new soft touch units. Okay, but yeah, to be fair, this assault is going to be deadly. But like I said, I have people to throw away for that. All these Chinese that are clearly very happy to serve me. These battles are not so good for me, shall we say. But if I simply cut them off by going around, that would probably give them a hard time. Nah, I'm more than happy just to see us push. Send them back to Moscow. Sealed with a loving kiss. Yours, the Red Dragon. Fighting into these guys doesn't seem like a grand idea. Fighting to these ones though, hell yeah. Turkish Socialist Republic has capitulated. Freaking Greeks. And they're still neutral. Non-aligned, that is. Chinese People's Republic. Another one bites the dust. Looking forward to Mongolia falling as well. Much as I will feel for them. Okay, so we pushed through here. We've now got a whole bunch of trucks that aren't doing much. The least I could do is assist. By cutting them off from their from a border with their capital. The Soviets, that is, because these are Soviet troops I'm fighting, not their puppets. Jake, did the PRC already capitulate? They have Taiwan left. Oh yeah, they still have Taiwan, but I'm not about to naval invade that. But actually, thinking about it, I could, and it wouldn't be too difficult either. Do they have any units? No, they have one unit. I could probably grab a few stragglers and throw them in there. It's probably a good idea for me to keep a few stragglers on that note. Take these guys, for example. Throw them onto there. And get them defending my capital, because that is so important. If the capital fell, my whole nation would fall. And while I'm at it, why don't I grab 4 more of my infarts once they eradicate these folks, and give them a new job under a new commander, and tell them to invade Taiwan, because I quite like Taiwan. I want it. They'll finish up this attack. Romanian People's Republic is capitulated. Good. They'll get on that, they will plan that, and Greece ain't getting that. The Raj ain't getting that. The British Raj have stood in my way for too long. That said, if they keep liberating that land for me, we might start seeing eye to eye. Tactical bombers give close air support. They might even be a better kind, because they can do strategic bombing as well. But bombers are taking so long to make. Let's face it, I'm never going to be using any of these. I should probably get on something that might one day be useful. Jet engines. Okay, now I do own that. I was trying to figure out who did. I'm quite happy nobody actually invaded me in Japan. Long may that remain the case. I knew it would work out eventually, but we're taking these guys down. Plop. Xinjiang. They'll eventually crumble as well. Soon I'll have finished all my focuses too. Yeah, loads